I meant to give her the countdown.
Final countdown.
And
yeah, at least we should write them and say, like, they should give you like some sort of like music or something to let you know that this is the end.
This is the end.
Ooh, we could be like
my only friend, the end.
We could be like the singing oilies. We could do Zooms by singing.
Let's maybe not do Jim Morrison though. That's got a really bad ending. Just saying. All right. Where were you, girl?
Okay. Where were we? I don't have the questions actually in front of me, but the strength was well, helping others. I love to help others. Also, well, I've been told, like, from my friends when they ask me if they're having something, you know, an ailment or something they need help with, they'll ask me what oil is good for that, and I just start naming stuff off the top of my head. And I've had a few friends say that that's one of my really strong strengths, that they that I'm really good at that part. They're just like, you're so good at this, where I don't really, I guess, see it that much. But it's a lot easier, I find, maybe for people to see those things and point them out to you than sometimes it is for people themselves to see those things.
Mm-hmm.
And the chemistry part of it, I'm usually like, I really like learning that part of it. Mm-hmm. So I find that is one of my strengths, is because, you know, I start naming something off to my friend. They're kind of like, oh, how do you understand that? Or how do you know that? Right. But because I like it and I enjoy it, I'm actually learning, where in school, I didn't really like school that much or anything. Right. But now that I'm really enjoying the oils and I want to learn, and it's something that I'm passionate about, it's a lot easier to learn those things. Right. Mm-hmm. And my strengths, I guess, assist my building. Well, I guess just helping people in general with those strengths, right? Like, as soon as you help someone, and even if they're kind of hesitant at first about being a member, or, you know, they don't know if the oils are going to work or what, but then you give them something and they do help them in such an amazing way, and you teach them, you know, the ways to be using it, they just, you know, sometimes they're like, okay, awesome, I'm signing up and I'm going to be an advocate. And, you know, that's just something that that resonates with them, right? And yeah, so is that all the questions?
Yeah, I think so. You answered 9. I don't know if you answered 9. Why are you going to succeed?
No. Why am I going to succeed? Well, I guess that's kind of the same answer in general, right? If you're passionate about helping people and willing to learn, then you're going to be successful, right? If you're not willing to help people and you're not willing to learn some of the info and, you know, some of the stuff about them, then you're not going to really go far, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I loved what you said, you know, about and it, yeah, resonates with me too, about the sourcing and, you know, just being a part of that, like, holy cow. And even the additional projects that they take on, like the Hope Oil with the Underground Railroad and things like that. It's pretty cool to be part of that. So.
Yeah, it's amazing. I love it.
Actually, Mel, I have a question then. Like, once we're all like presidential diamonds and stuff. Sorry, I shouldn't laugh when I say that. Once we're all presidential diamonds, are those people allowed to go to the facilities in other countries?
I have so.
Yes, so every year there is a high-level leader incentive trip. Well, it's not even an incentive trip. It's just a trip I don't know the exact details, but I know that a bunch of people go to the countries. Like I know my upline Jill, she went to like maybe Switzerland, France, and they got to see how I think rose and lavender, and then there was a couple other oils, but there was like 2 or 3 places that they went, and they stayed in really beautiful places, and they rubbed elbows with corporate. So Emily, David Sterling, Rob Young, like the executives who you also get to listen to and speak with in person. And you guys, I have met these people, like all of the executives with doTERRA, on numerous occasions. I've shaken their hands. I have given Emily Wright a hug. They are real people, and they care about every single one of us. They're pretty amazing people. So yes, and then I know that if you ever do Diamond Club, I know the last go around of Diamond Club, people won incentive trips to co-impact sourcing here on the Arbavite, here on Canada's west coast. And then they went down into Washington State and they did peppermint. There might have been one more oil that they went to. They usually like do 2 that are like really established, and then they usually do 1 that they're like working on. So that you can kind of see from the like the grassroots foundation as to like, this is, remember when you got to see this when we were starting this and when we were growing the plants? Now, you know, and then when they roll out that oil, you know, they'll talk about, you know, this group that went and they got to help, like, you know, build the stills or whatever. So there's many opportunities to get some skin in the game. And I just posted this in the builders group when Ginny was talking about it, or sorry, when Melissa was talking about it. And you can opt in every once in a while to a co-impact sourcing trip as well. Yeah, I hope that answers your question.
Yeah, that's totally cool, because that's going on my vision board now.
Mm-hmm. I'm just gonna finish this post. Who else would like to share some of the answers to these questions?
Oh, that's why you guys couldn't hear me. I was muted. I just had one quick question about the co-impact sourcing. Is there any way to get involved with any of that? Like, say I wanted to go work in a village in Somalia, helping on their water well. Is there any way to be part of that, like volunteer before I reach presidential, or sorry, diamond, just diamond, like anywhere to like elite or, well, maybe a bit above elite premier?
I am certain that there is a way. If you want to do that, I am so certain that there is a way.
Okay. Good.
I don't know exactly what that looks like, but I know that people have done it.
Okay.
So Mama Trish Holmberg, she is in the Empowered Health team. She is actually Jackie Ritz's upline.
Okay.
And her daughter Katie, so I can find that out by asking Katie, asking how she went on that trip.
Sure, that's awesome. And not necessarily Somalia, like per se, like anywhere really.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not sure if they have people frequently going in and out of Somalia because of the state that the country is in.
Right. I was actually thinking more like Tulum. It's the beach. I used to actually walk there like every single day, and I found something that they were there 2 years ago, I think. They went to the same school that actually I went there to try and get a job to teach English at, and I just came across a photo. I'm like, oh my God, I know that beach. I know that school. So they went into that school and gave full supplies and stuff. And I was like, holy smokes, what if I could actually go there? It's right on the water. It's the whole ocean thing and schools. back. And that'd be
Sounds
anyway.
nice.
Okay, that's good to know.
I'll ask her.
Thank you.
I'll ask Katie. All right. Anybody else? Karen,
Yes.
you can say yes or you can say no. It's totally up to you.
Can you hear me?
I can.
Oh, wow. Okay. All right. Well, I will try.
Yeah.
Okay. I do doTERRA because I believe in the plants and getting back to the natural source of what we're using to take care of our bodies. Getting rid of the chemicals so you're not taking aspirin, which the side effects are something else, and we have to take something else to take care of those side effects and everything. I used to have really bad headaches, a lot of neck pain and stuff. I do my deep blue tablets or whatever you call those things every day, and I don't have any problems with it. So I love my deep blue. So in that way, doTERRA has changed my life because I'm not carrying around aspirin all the time, which I used to be.
Yeah.
I love sharing doTERRA. I love talking to people about it. I work in a restaurant, so I'm always hearing about people's problems and always giving them something to take care of it.
That's awesome.
So everybody has oils now. If they just learn to buy them from me or start doTERRA, be thrilled.
Yeah.
But I keep thinking it's planting seeds and you wait for the things to grow. That's what I keep doing.
Yeah.
Definitely.
How would your life be different if you achieved your goals in doTERRA?
Well, when I achieve my goals in doTERRA, I'm planning on going off grid. And that's why I started with doTERRA in the beginning. I researched all the oils, found out that they're probably the best out there. And that's why I started with them, because I don't do doctors. I do chiropractors, but I don't do doctors. I try and always look for a natural way of doing things. And the one doctor that I do see actually knows this about me. She's like, "Oh, your cholesterol's high, but I know you're not going to do anything about it because you've got other ways of doing things. So I'm not going to give you any medication for it because I know you'll find another way to take care of it." So I love that I have a doctor that I do see occasionally that knows this about me. But I plan on building a log cabin out in the middle of the woods somewhere soon and not working and having doTERRA be my source of income and taking care of our lives.
It sounds dreamy. A log cabin in the woods.
Yes.
Yeah.
3 years is my goal.
I could definitely visualize that too. Thank you for sharing that. Do you want to answer more? You can say no.
Let me see here. I can't think of anything else to say.
Okay. If you do, just let me know.
Okay.
Ginny, you can say yes or you can say no.
Hey, I'm going to say no for now.
Okay.
I'm just busy trying to finish up the end of my shift here at work, but
For sure.
maybe next week or something. Yeah.
Okay. Linz, are you in the same boat? Like almost literally the same boat?
Yep. Sorry. This is Jackie. I'm just being obnoxious.
And Haley, are you interested in sharing?
I'll try and answer what I can so far.
I love it.
I'll change number 1 to why did I start?
Yes.
Oh my gosh, not really. Why did I start? I learned about doTERRA quite a little while ago, maybe more than a year, of course, maybe 2 years. And I just didn't have the income to buy any or get into it very much, so I just like put it off for a while. Yeah, and then I saw Melissa's post about the free oils and doing the weekly videos for them, and I thought now was a great time, as any. I really liked them when I tried them out the first time. I think I used peppermint in my water because I had a headache when I got there, and it was gone right away. It was so awesome. And then we made a flu shot, and it worked right away when I got sick. So I was like so in love with it. I like how they're so natural. I'm gonna end up throwing out my Tylenol and all that crap. It's nice that I get to start my kids on it, so they don't have to have their whole life with all the crap too. Yeah, all the chemicals and stuff and man-made ingredients and all that.
So I think that's number 3.
Yeah.
I mean, you're hosting a class. So what would be your passion behind you wanting to host that class?
I want everybody else to see all this, like see how they're all completely natural and how fast they work, and it's like the good smells are an extra.
Yeah.
Yeah, and all the ways you can use them. And there's already one person in my family that are actually a couple that already like them, but I don't think they're using doTERRA. They haven't mentioned it anyways.
Yeah.
And it'd just be nice to show them these ones.
Yeah, not all oils are created equally.
Yeah.
So Haley, what could doTERRA do for you and your family financially?
I think really just help out. It'd probably eventually help a lot with like a new house, a new car. This is a new family for me and my boyfriend because my oldest isn't his son. My second is his first. So we moved in with him in July, and he said it's one of the oldest houses in Summerland, so it really needs some work. We have leaking roofs or leaking ceilings.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the bathroom's really small, so he wants to work on the bathroom, and yeah, it just help a lot. And we only have 2 bedrooms, so my baby is sharing with us, and then my 3-year-old has his own room.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's not a lot of space for very much, so it'd be really nice. He's already talked about finding a new place, but this would really help.
Yeah.
And we're not getting any new car until I get my license.
All very doable stuff.
Yeah, and helping out my mom. My mom's in a really tough spot right now. She's backed up on bills. It really sucks. Me and my sister are helping her as much as we can.
Yeah.
That's so good of you.
Thanks.
Wow.
Big heart.
Yeah.
Huge. That's awesome.
Yeah, she's helped us so much. She's given us so much. It'd just be so nice to give it all back.
You're awesome.
Yeah.
I like you.
Thanks.
I like all of you.
Yeah, it's really nice to find a
love
community too.
Thank you so much, Haley, for sharing that. It's really, really brave of you.
Thanks.
Awesome. All right, so if everybody's good on that, we will move into our next kind of portion. So I want, who here was able to finish their vision board or start working on one? Yeah.
I'm guessing that's a no.
That's a no from the one at the top in the dark.
So I encourage you guys to, when you see something, you start to believe it. Your mind starts to really start move in that direction. And like Simon Sinek said in that TED Talk, Start With Why, there's a whole and this would be good for our science people in the group here, but there's just something so magical and positive, and it's neurological science that when we see things that are positive and uplifting, and we see ourselves moving in a direction that is the best version of ourselves, we are more inclined to keep moving in that direction. And we're also more inclined to achieve our goals. So I really love, the first time I did a vision board, I was like, you want me to do what? Okay, this sounds cheesy. This sounds uncomfortable. This sounds like a waste of time. I thought, I poo-pooed on the whole entire idea of it until I did it. And then even then, when I was doing it, I was like, I really had to dig deep, and I had to really channel, what it was. When I started doTERRA, I wasn't a very good person. I wasn't a very happy person. I was a postpartum stressed out mom who had no money, who wasn't contributing to my family. I was resentful towards my husband. It was gross. It was a mess. It wasn't even a hot mess. It was a mess. And I honestly think, you guys, with the oils and using a vision board to really dream about what we could have, one of the first pictures that I had on there was a picture of my dream house. And we now live in it. So, I mean, I just don't even know how to articulate just that whole process, and the feeling of really just dreaming big, audacious, outrageous, things that you'd be never in a million years would I ever be able to achieve that. Those are the types of things that I want you to put on your vision board. The things that give you goosebumps, the things that make you just your chest tight, and the things that you want so bad that you could just taste it. You know what I mean? Those are the things that I encourage you to put on your vision board. I will show you mine. I don't know if you can see it. Let me see here. So there's many different things on here, but in the center I have I am, and so over here I have that I give back. I am, there's a little fake diamond in here. I am a diamond.
You need a real diamond in there.
Right?
Yeah, seriously. There's something wrong with it.
I was going to say that too, so.
Okay. Sorry, I'm not trying to tell you what you need. Maybe you do need the plastic or the fake one. I'm sorry.
Well, it's
not mine.
It's just a symbol.
Okay.
In a little satchel.
Sorry.
But I say that I'm stronger than depression. I say that I am having tons of fun. I say that I'm leading by example. I'm keeping calm and I'm living healthily. I am going on vacation as often as I want to, fluidly and easily. Look at that diamond.
Woo!
Hey, is that, no, yeah?
It's plastic. That's what's in this little satchel baggie. And
It's pretty.
I actually got this from Laura Jacobs as something to put on my vision board.
Okay, then it's worth way more than diamonds anyway.
And so then I have my family, because my family, the health of my family, not only like mentally but emotionally, but I also have this thing where it's so very important to me to be a healthy mother-in-law when I got years before that comes down the chain. But like
I'm sorry.
I've had some pretty awful experiences with my own mother-in-law. And I am not going to be that person. I refuse to make people feel the way that she has made me and my sister-in-laws feel. So I know she's just doing it for her sons.
Have you ever considered maybe like just like while she's sleeping, just douse her with like a bunch of oils and stuff?
Oh yeah, she's got oils.
Yeah.
She's got oils.
Yeah.
She needs more than oils.
I'm sorry, Jackie, the last thing you said, how it kind of lead it up. You're just like, have you ever considered, when she's sleeping? I'm like,
Sorry.
where are we going with this?
I finished my sentence. I finished it.
So many directions with that.
Good thing.
I watch a lot of murder mysteries.
I couldn't tell.
Lots of dark detective stuff. It's my thing.
Good
Right.
thing Zoom didn't end at that point. Goodbye.
So the whole point of like all of this is not to trash our mother-in-laws, but
But if given a chance.
wretched woman. Yeah.
Sorry.
For if anybody, I don't know, I posted mine on the Zoom thing, so there's a picture of it or whatever, and I kind of laid mine out in terms of goals, obstacles, actions, and whys, and hows. It's like a whole wall in my living room. I'm not saying
Artist. Artist.
But I will say,
You painted a mural in your living room?
yes, with tape and pictures.
That's awesome.
But yeah, it does need a little bit of work. I need to put more of my strength on there. But yeah, if you need, I don't want to say inspiration, but if you need inspiration, you can look there. Maybe Mel will put a picture of hers.
Yes. Mine needs a little revamping. I have to be honest. I haven't recreated mine since the launch of like the new year in January. I haven't.
And you're ready to revamp it already?
Yes.
Good
Because
for you.
I did this one last year. I did this one in 2017 in January.
Wait.
So it's been a whole year.
And you're moving quickly. I get it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's new things that I want to put on there and things that I want to take off that I feel like I'm good. I feel like I've achieved.
It's pretty cool. Like, I'm just looking at it now, and yeah, and keeping it a place where you are actually going to look at it.
Yeah, every day. Yeah.
How often do you suggest, like Melissa, you just said, so it's been like a year, do you suggest like a year is fine? Just
well, as
like how often? Because I mean, I could get crazy with it because I'm a visual person, obviously, so I'd like always wanting to be changing it. But is there like a set? Is it a feeling? I guess it's a feeling, yeah. Like when
Yeah,
you feel like it's time.
I mean, I don't feel like there's a really hard and fast rule to creating vision boards. I do I do like the idea of taking something off
Yeah.
when you've achieved or accomplished it, or like crossing it out, or putting it on like achieving, like I've achieved board, or but everybody's different, and I want it to be something that resonates with you. Yeah, that's the most important part, is that a vision board is all about you. It's about you, what you want to achieve, what you want to create, what you want, you know?
Yeah.
All right, so we've got 10 minutes left, and I think that we should wrap up. So I just want to say that next week we're going to move into working with our hostesses. So when people come to us and they tell us that they would love to host a class for their friends or family, these are just the steps that we will take to make sure that they have the most successful class possible. And it's a key point to doing what we do. As we move and navigate our way towards our goals in doTERRA, inviting new people in all the time is where the magic happens. As we educate people who are drawn to natural solutions and essential oils and things that smell good, or, you know, you name it. They take too much Tylenol, they want peppermint instead. Everybody has their own reasons. But as you have identified yourself as somebody who would like to build a business and create an income, we do that by continuously bringing people in consistently. So hosting classes depends on how fast you want to build. If you're somebody who wants to reach some big goals, then I highly encourage you to always be setting up appointments to meet with people one-on-one for play dates at Strong Start, in the evenings after the babes are in bed. I mean, Facebook classes, coffee shop meetings, coffee shop classes, you name it. I like upstairs at the Barley Mill in Penticton. I think that that's a great place that I'm like, hey, this is what's happening. Come hang out. We're going to sniff some oils, and I'm going to teach you, teach you how to use the oils the way you want. Just anything. Like, I've had great success in coffee shops, and just being myself around, in and around, and as I've been doing this for 5 years, I mean, everybody knows what I do. I see people who I have no idea if they even knew what I did. Stop me on the street, in the grocery store, on the ferry, you name it. And they're like, hey, I gotta come see you. I got some stuff that I would love to do natural. Or I would like to take a more natural approach. And I'm like,
oh, thank you. Right. Okay, let's grab them tomorrow. I gotta go home. I'm tired.
I got you muted, Linz. Yeah, the more that you present yourself as a professional, and the more that you're just consistently doing this and treating it like a business, magical things happen. So next week we'll work on, or we'll dive right into working with our hostesses. We have a whole system for it. It's in the builder's parlor. It's great. We build some really fantastic, meaningful relationships with the people that we meet on this journey that we're striving to help. How does that sound for everybody? I'm going to unmute you all. And I want to hear from, I want to hear from you guys. Just thoughts, things that are going on.
Lindsay.
Yeah.
Oh, you are there.
Hi.
Are you tired tonight, Lindsay?
I'm leaving. Yeah, apparently you all heard that.
I'm out.
Oh, that's funny. Yeah, I'm leaving work.
I have a random question about a placement.
Yeah.
Can I, when I enroll somebody and they're into sharing but not necessarily building, well, I guess this goes for anybody I enroll, can I sandwich somebody into, like, if I have somebody at level 1 and level 2, can I put a new enrollee into level 2 and bump that person down to level 3? So, like,
The
No.
new person will be 3.
Okay, yeah, I can put the new person on 2, hence bumping that person to 3, the other one? No.
No, but you could in the future.
Within the 14 days.
No, we would swap them.
Oh yeah, that's a thing.
Yep,
That's
and
a thing.
it takes paperwork,
Okay.
but it's doable.
Okay.
Question then with that, shouldn't she just put this new person on the same level 2? And then she'd have 2 on the level 2? Or are you more interested in getting to the level 3 even
Yeah,
if...
I was thinking about the 2 legs. And geographically, I mean.
Oh yeah, okay.
2 minutes. Melissa, can we talk in the next few days sometime about it? I mean, I need to school myself too. I'll watch a couple videos more on placements and stuff. And
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Okay.
Yep.
All right, you guys, thank you so much for joining tonight. I really value your time. I appreciate the work that you put in and the thought that you put into your answers. I think that there's a lot of power in that. And I am just incredibly humble that you guys have decided to share your 2 hours with me tonight. Makes me emotional because I just think sometimes, like, really? People want to listen to little old me? But I do. I am so happy that you guys are here, and I am enthralled that we've linked arms together and that we're going to create some beautiful things and get oils in people's homes and encourage them to build a business with doTERRA as well. So thank you so much, you guys.
Thank you.
Don't forget thank you. And don't forget that the conversation keeps going. The message away. You gals are amazing. So any posts in the builders group, I love the communication that's going on in there. I think that it's really beneficial for everyone. So thank you so much.
Thank you
Enjoy
so
the rest of your Tuesday.
much.
Yeah.
Love you guys.
I'll see
Love
you
you guys.
tomorrow night. Just kidding.
Thanks for sharing your story, Leah.
Totally. All of you.
Yeah, all of you.
Good. Yeah.
Yeah. Love it.
And actually, thank you for making me share it, because the more you share it, the easier it becomes to talk about. So, yeah.
That's true.
Yeah.
And thanks for sharing your lovely baby.
Thanks. No problem.
Give us one more shot of that chubalicious cat.
He's playing with his toys in his car seat.
Aw.
Hi, buddy. He is so scrumptious. Yeah, we don't get to get babies every day.
Night night.
Night.
Night. Night night.
Nice to meet you. All right, gals.
Alrighty.